Hi, today I'm going to explain how the different organ system works together. So are you ready for the lesson for today? All you have to do is to take down notes and makinig kayo sa akin. Ang only objective natin bago matapos ang presentation to explain how the major organ systems work together. So for an introduction, humans are actually the most complex beings because we are composed of numerous organ systems such as the nervous system, musculoskeletal system or the muscular system and skeletal system, the digestive system, respiratory system, and of course the circulatory system. Mamaya i-explain ko lahat ng mga binanggit kong systems. So each part of the body system does a special job as it coordinates with another to perform a specific function. So sana meron na kayong konting alam sa mga nabanggit kong system. Pero sa mga wala pa, I am going to give you an overview on what are the functions of these systems. Iuuna ko na yung nervous system kasi mamaya i-analyze natin kung paano nga ba nag-work ang nervous system with other body systems. So the nervous system is the control unit of the body. Thus, it regulates and coordinates body processes. It has two major divisions, which is the central nervous system, or the CNS, and the peripheral nervous system, or PNS. Its major parts are the brain, spinal cord, and neurons, or nerve cells. So, ang central nervous system, it is composed of the brain and the spinal cord. The brain is actually the control unit of the body as it interprets messages, makes judgments, interprets sensation, and thinks creatively. The spinal cord is a cord-like material encased in a spinal column. Mamaya i-discuss natin ang spinal column sa skeletal system, which links between the brain and the PNS, or the peripheral nervous system. It is also responsible for a reflex action or an instantaneous movement that protects the body from harm. An example of a reflex action ay pag napaso tayo, hindi natin hahayaan yung kamay natin sa mainit na bagay, but we will take it at tatanggalin natin yung kamay natin sa mainit na bagay agad-agad, di ba? That is a reflex action. Next ay yung peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system or PNS consists mainly of nerves that connects the CNS with the rest of the body. The neurons or nerve cells are the working unit of the nervous system as they transmit information to the nerve cells, muscles, or gland cells. Yung mga nerve cells natin, that is the reason kung bakit tayo nakaka-feel ng pain and yung init, ganon. Next is our musculoskeletal system. So the musculoskeletal system provides support to the body and enables the body to produce movement. It is composed of the bones, muscles, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, joints, and other connective tissue that supports and binds tissues and organs together. They actually work together to support your body's weight and help you move. So it is actually comprised of two body systems, which is the skeletal and muscular system. First, the skeletal system is composed of all the bones in your body, which protects internal organs and supports the body. It also produces millions of blood cells needed by the body. So bone marrow is actually a spongy substance found in the center of the bones, which produces bone marrow stem cells and other substances, which in turn produce blood cells. Ang example ng blood cell is ang ating red blood cells, which carries oxygen to your tissues. Other blood cells are your WBCs or white blood cells, and RBCs and WBCs. So ano nga bang connect or paano nga ba nag-work together ang skeletal system at ang nervous system? Okay, the skull protects the brain from injuries. Yung skull natin is yung matigas na nafe-feel natin pag tinipisan natin yung ulo natin. That is actually our skull, which is a bone. Second, the brain controls the position of the bones in the body. Third, the spinal column protects the spinal cord from injury. Yan yung binanggit ko kanina. And fourth, bones provide calcium essential for the function of the nervous system. Next is our muscular system. So the muscular system is composed of all the muscles in the body, which allows us to move. This consists of the three types of muscles: the cardiac muscles, smooth muscles, and the skeletal muscles. So the cardiac muscles control the heart, the smooth muscles control involuntary movement of the digestive tract, blood vessels, and bladder, and of course the skeletal muscles are voluntary muscles that control the movements of bones. So, paano nga ba nag-work together ang muscular system at ang nervous system? First, the brain controls voluntary movement. Example, pag nagklaklap tayo, the brain controls that movement. Muscles in the body provide information to the brain, and the nervous system regulates the speed at which food moves through the digestive tract. Third ay ang integumentary system. The integumentary system serves as body covering that provides protection to our body against microorganisms, temperature, and acts as receptor for touch. uh, Provided by our illustration above, nasasabi natin na ang integumentary system ay composed of our skin. The skin is actually composed of tough skin cells and tough protein called keratin that protects tissues, organs, and other structures underneath the skin against physical damage from minor cuts. So, how does the integumentary system and nervous system work together? First, the receptor cells in the skin sends messages to the brain. The brain controls the sweat glands of the body. The nerves underneath the skin control muscles connected to the hair follicles. Next is our digestive system. So, ang function ng ating digestive system is to digest food, of course, into substances that can be absorbed by the body. Digestion begins in the mouth by breaking food by means of cutting, tearing, and grinding, known as mechanical digestion. The breakdown of food into smaller molecules by enzymes found in the digestive system is known as chemical digestion. Final digestion of food and absorption of nutrients takes place in our small intestine. Dito siya. So, how does the digestive system and nervous system work together? The digestive system provides food for the brain controls eating behavior or stomach contraction, the brain controls muscles for eating and elimination, and the digestive system sends sensory information to the brain. For our respiratory system, it is responsible for the exchange of gases such as carbon dioxide or CO2 and oxygen or O2 in the bloodstream. Respiratory processes starts from the nostrils, nasa nose natin, pharynx to the trachea, into the bronchi, and to the lungs. Yung lungs natin, it is protected by by bones called ribs, which is part of our skeletal system. How does the respiratory system and nervous system work together? The brain monitors respiratory processes and the brain controls respiratory rate. Kung gaano tayo kabilis huminga. Last body system is our circulatory system. So the circulatory system is a transport system of the body responsible for the distribution of nutrients to the cells and carries away the waste products of the cells. The heart is the vital organ in the circulatory system that pumps blood to all body parts. The blood vessels are the railway station of the blood, which enables blood to reach different parts of the body. Blood is another component of the circulatory system as it circulates to all parts of the body and it transports oxygen from the lungs to the cells and carries the waste materials from the cell. So, paano nga ba nag-work together ang circulatory system at ang nervous system? So the brain controls blood and heartbeat activities, and the brain regulates heart rate and blood pressure. So pansin natin, di ba, yung brain, it actually controls everything, kaya it is considered as a vital organ of our body, so we must protect it. Diba? So, after ng discussion, you shall have a very short activity wherein you will fill in the missing letters to complete the word or words. First, it is comprised of all the bones in the body which protects internal organs and supports the body. Yung clue natin dito is yung bones. Siyempre, comprised of all the bones, which means it is the skeletal system. Next, it is a cord-like material encased in a spinal column that links between the brain and the PNS. Ang clue natin is yung cord-like material and of course yung spinal column. Ano nga ba yung nasa loob ng spinal column? That is the spinal cord. Last, it is responsible for the exchange of gases such as carbon dioxide to oxygen in the bloodstream. That is yung clue natin is yung exchange of gases, which is the respiratory system. Yun lang yung discussion natin today. Actually, sobrang haba nun. Sana hindi kayo na boring o na-antok. And sorry dahil ngayon mahaba. And sana marami kayong natutunan. Thank you and see you again.